Shopify quietly just dropped some big news. So, do you remember a few weeks ago, Shopify released their Summer 25 editions called Horizons? And in that update, there was a teaser in the checkouts category that an update will be unlocked on June 12th. Well, that time has come. So, I was checking back throughout the day until it finally dropped. So, it's showing that the stablecoin USDC is now accepted natively on Shopify Payments. And along with that comes transaction fees savings that could boost your profits by 20%, but we'll get back to that a bit later. So you might be thinking this update is not that big of a deal because no one uses crypto to buy things on a day-to-day basis anyway, so this really isn't going to move the needle, right? And to be honest, you'd probably be right now at least. Personally, I think we're years away before stablecoins and crypto as a whole are a significant percentage of our transactions. But I do believe they will become mainstream eventually. And when that does happen, we could be looking back at this moment as an inflection point. So why is this rollout a big deal? To me, this is Shopify signaling that they believe stablecoins and crypto are where online payments are going to be in the future. And they've incorporated it natively in Shopify Payments. So once activated, it gives any Shopify store the ability to accept USDC without needing to set up any other complex integrations, which is one of the problems of using crypto today. Customers will pay using the native checkout flow instead of going through a different payment processor. And then your payouts can be converted into your local fiat, so you don't even notice you're using the stablecoin. So by including it right along the legacy methods like credit cards, I think this change will play a big role in normalizing its use, since it's rolled out to the millions of Shopify stores out there. And as a merchant, it's actually beneficial if your customers use the stablecoin because the transaction and currency conversion fees are much cheaper than using credit card, especially if you have international orders. So for example, about a year ago, Shopify started charging a currency conversion fee, even if you accept a currency other than the main currency of your country. So here you can see it's a 1.5% fee if you're in Canada or any other global region. So for example, I'm in Canada and many of our Shopify sales are in the US. So if we accept USD and pay our expenses in USD, we would never have to worry about any sort of currency exchange. But when they made that change, it means even if we accepted USD, we would still be charged that 1.5% fee off the top, which is really expensive. Adding to that, it would be an international transaction, so we're paying the international payment processing rate, which is another 0.5 to 1% surcharge. But with USDC, there's no currency conversion fees, and there's no international charges, and on top of that, Shopify is saying they'll rebate you 0.5% if customers are using USDC, right here. I guess it's for US customers, US merchants only. So add that all up, and that saves you 2 to 3% right off the top, which is a huge difference. So just to put it into perspective, let's say your net margin is 10%. So let's say you sell $1 million of stuff, net margin is 10%, so you have 100K of profit. If it goes up to 12 or 13%, right, that's 120 to 130K of profit, which makes a 20 to 30% boost in profit just like that, right? Just by changing to USDC. So these cost savings means that there's a real financial incentive to push customers to use USDC, which will also help accelerate its adoption. But it's early. Shopify has given us a peek into the future and are making it really easy for us to be a part of it with a click of a button. But realistically, I think we're a few years away. Stablecoins will slowly be adopted over the coming years as more stores roll it out and as more stores give perks for customers to use the stablecoins. And then eventually one day we'll wake up and realize it's everywhere. But for now, it'll probably be business as usual. So until we're able to capitalize on the margin savings that stablecoins could bring in the future, there's a whole lot of other things you could do to grow your profits for your Shopify store. And that's exactly what we focus on in our program, Growing Your Shopify Profits. So if you're interested, you can hop on a trial. Link is in the description for more details. But that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next one.